Here's how to create a lead generation form. So I have here a page. It's using the new responsive engine beta, and the layout is aligned to parent, and I have my main container aligned into the middle, and then this is set to columns, and I have a series of columns here. I've grouped together my fields so that I can apply a nice uniform pixel gap between them, and then I've got a margin on the bottom of 28 to position my button a little bit lower. How do I link this up in order to receive a notification, like an email notification, when a user fills in this form? So you would go about that by creating a workflow of this button, and then email, send email, and in the to field you'd put your email address. In the reply to field you could put the email address that is submitted, so pulling it in from the input there. And then in the body we just are going to format it very simply, name. And there's a little quirk here. It looks like I'm on a new line, but I'm not actually. I have to put in and enter. As you'll see in a minute, there we go, it adjusts it up. Add in a subject. So if this workflow was completed, I would likely receive an email, and that is because although this app is operating on the free Bubble plan, and I've not connected up a domain name, and I've not connected up a transactional email provider, Bubble does still let me test this workflow, but it's not a reliable method for an app that is live. To do that, you would want to connect up your domain name here, and then fill in the email settings of a provider like SendGrid, so that you can send these notification emails under your own branding rather than using a pooled email address, which is much more likely to end up in spam. So to use the workflow here of send email, it requires you to have signed up to SendGrid and enter in your SendGrid details and have adjusted your DNS records on your domain to the records that SendGrid provide in order to authorize Bubble to send an email on your behalf using your identity, using your domain name. There are other approaches. You could also set up a different transactional email provider like Mailgun or Postmark, but you would need to do that through the Bubble plugin, the API connector. But for now, to get a really quick result, we've set up this form. It will send an email to you based on the details that you filled in here. One other thing, it's important to not try and pretend to be the user. This is an email notification. This is not an email from the person who's filled in the form. This is an email from your app. It should come under your identity. Just one other tip there in order to help you avoid a bad reputation for your emails and them ending up in spam.